Like, we have, like, literally Keffals being doxing garbage goober. Like, I'm doxing. And fucking White Nervous is like, seems okay to me. Very private behavior here. I don't know. I think any action against Tipster within reason is objectively in the right. All these people were totally cool retweeting Keffals saying, I'm gonna trans your kids. But now, all of a sudden, it's, oh, this thumbnail was bad.
Warning him now.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, mate.
Fun day. It almost feels 6 months in the making.
Yeah, it's quite fun to be able to talk about this now, and people can see a little bit of how the sausage is made.
I think we ultimately handled it well. Did you think, like, when you were watching this, holy shit, we almost ruined this, like, months before it happened?
Yes, I did. I was, like, thinking, oh, God, good job I didn't.
That's so funny.
It was out of my hands. I mean, look, I think you can see in the messages there, my thought process was like, I don't want to reveal you as the person that's leaking it. But that wasn't the concern. It was the person getting found out as being the leaker. That was obviously the issue.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't know Cherry super well at that point, so I don't know if this is like a momentary lapse in judgment. Look, there are many a time people have reached out like, hey, Nick, you're the drama YouTuber, right? Can you cover my story? And then they get cold feet like shortly after, and they're like, hey, actually, maybe you shouldn't do that. I was not acting with like everyone's best interest in mind when I reached out to you. Because people like will contact the drama YouTuber when they feel burned and then go, maybe this is too far, right? So I don't know how to handle that initially. If I leaked every single thing I got in a situation like that, it probably would be pretty fucked, I guess. I
think when we spoke, you expressed concern it could be like cold feet or maybe even like faked to trick you to get you to publish something that is
that
fake,
too,
right?
100. Well, former Keffals editor reaching out to me is a red flag immediately, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, ultimately stuff turns out to be real. It's so funny because I'm watching like the Brianna Wu stuff happen in real time. And I'm like, holy shit, I know that reference, but nobody else does. It's like, I knew that Keffals wanted to burn the Brianna bridge, who, by the way, did like a ton of sweeping for Tipster at points and stuff like that. And Tipster's like keeping up the charade. But as soon as Keffals publicly disavows Brianna and starts shitting on her, all of a sudden Tipster's there like, oh my God, dude, I can't believe you're Anna Kasparian arc, isn't that the person?
Yes. They're doing a right-wing arc, like just like that, out of nowhere, seemingly.
Like everyone knows this dude's a total fucking snake, but just watching this in real time, I need other people to know about it. You know, he's still doing this shit. Like new community, same tipster, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, of course. Well, the thing, can we just get something clear, okay?
Yeah.
Right. This was something that was a moment. This is a lapse of judgment on my part where I just made.
Oh God, dude! I give you shit every single day. You never leak anything.
Okay, because I'm getting called, dude. They're calling me leaky logic now.
No,
okay?
You're good. You're good.
Crazy.
This is like one singular thing. I never, for a moment, thought, all right, I got to stop sending Chud stuff. This guy literally can't be trusted.
It was more of like a moment of exuberance of, oh my God, guys, something's happening. Not like a.
No, if anything, everyone's saying this is your fault. This is your fault. I think it's my fault. I shouldn't have sent this out to people. I don't know. I had to apologize personally.
I agree.
I shouldn't have. Given
Honestly, I agree with you, man. You should fucking think twice next time, all right, before you do that shit.
Well, I sent him to Mudahar, so I guess that one went better the second time. I didn't learn my lesson. But no, I actually got these people all together to talk before this video came out. Like I set up a group chat and got Muda involved, and yeah.
Okay, so let's, I guess, just go over some of the stuff. I mean, everyone's seen it at this point, I think.
Yeah.
But, so what do you make of this, then? The idea that Keffals is saying, I mean, it's quite obvious, but, like, if anyone...
Golly gee, guys, I just love doxing. Woo, I am a big-time doxer, guys. Like, I love the chase. It's the hunt of the doxing that gets me, personally.
Yeah,
meanwhile,
kind of
guys, I'm in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little bit, yeah. Especially when like her whole problem is with Doxbin, and just hosting the doxes on Kiwi Farms is enough for her to attack the website. Meanwhile, she has like no issues sending a random editor, hey, guess what? This is all bad empanadas information. Here's all second thought stuff. Tee hee lol. I'm so quirky. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the fact that happened, like, I think fairly soon before, like, what, a month or so before, maybe, but the Keffals xanderhal bridge burnt, right? So immediately leaving itself exposed to that being revealed.
Yeah, xanderhal was objectively wrong in that situation. Probably the only Keffals W. To go at Keffals for, and I just remind your chat, not disavowing shoe on head randomly as a total guilt by behavior thing. He dug himself a hole there, and Cherry, I guess, tried to fill that hole. That's not a good way to explain that. Cherry tried to give him information, and I guess pulled away. So Zan's like, I need this information. I've launched like this entire expose campaign, and I am fucked if you don't give me anything to work with. When in reality, he probably should have just shut his mouth to begin with, and that would have made his whole situation a lot better. So I'm not saying this is like a total Xanderhal apology fucking line, but the main thing I want to point out is that White Nervosa knew about this, knew about all this stuff, and swept this shit under the rug. Threatened to take down Xanderhal's website if it ever got released. This is just like the newest example that these people will like completely sweep up total degenerate behavior. Like we have like literally Keffals being doxing garbage goober, like I'm doxing, and fucking White Nervosa is like, seems okay to me. Very private behavior here.
Yeah, well, I guess, you know, the argument that I guess White Nervosa would probably make is I was just protecting Cherry, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but then that you can't use that when you look at the third message where it's like, I don't think any of these messages were bad, by the way. Like, you probably just leave that part out if you're going to try to pretend it's all about Cherry. Yeah, no, this is about protecting the image of the group, the merch cabal. The big merch machine is going to get shut down if we talk about this publicly, Chud.
Yeah, okay. So the doxing stuff, obviously, doxing bad. What do you make of this this John Cena private Discord group then? What's that all about?
I just think it's funny. I wanted that out there for a while. I think I remember I sent it to you. I didn't include that screenshot when I posted it, but I was like, oh my fucking God, isn't this amazing? Because these people are saying that we're like fucking harassing them 24 hours a day and they don't think of us and we only think of them. Like apparently Tipster's got a new private account. That's what they're talking about on there right now. It's like, oh, everyone's obsessed with me. Meanwhile, you're fucking archiving N-word stanks tweets about fucking Turkey Tom. What are you talking about? You're just you're just not making money while you do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, this obviously goes back to the Tea Party leaks, which I think you added me to a week before it all got leaked, right? Thanks for that. Well, that's revenge.
We're even now.
We're even.
Yeah, we're even.
But like, obviously, you know, I think I looked at some of that stuff and it was shitty behavior. People were doing shitty stuff. But it's like they accused the commentary community of being like this cabal that were planning in fucking DMs. And then
literally
they
them,
the Discord
bro.
doing that. Like, what?
He's hanging out with the guy who flagged my fucking Twitter, dude. Come on. He's got a fucking stalking server set up with the guy who flagged my shit. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I think any action against Tipster within reason is objectively in the right.
But yeah, I mean, you know, that was obviously quite a.
Do you agree with me that I think that like any single person who's defending this video based off the thumbnail and like, against this video based entirely off the thumbnail or any arbitrary aspect of it that doesn't like engage with the content of Muda's video, do you think those people are like supportive of the overall things that Keffals doing, or do you think that like they're trying to intentionally sweep this thing up and it's malicious?
I think that Keffals shot the first shot of this being malicious by saying, "Oh, look at the thumbnail; it's really transphobic." And that then.
What about the pronouns?
I mean, the pronouns is just so absurd.
He said "she" 3 times in the message. You're not using the right pronouns.
And it's because of the they/them thing at the end. Oh, they said they. You know, one instance of they, and all of a sudden it's misgendering. But yeah, I think Keffals is lashing out. I think that, you know, there's nothing wrong with the thumbnail. You know, there is an argument there. Oh, just leave it watertight and use a picture, sure. But generally speaking, I think they're making a fool of themselves by saying it's transphobic. Yeah. And I think people are latching onto that. And it's because maybe some are malicious, but I think some people genuinely are so wrapped up in the Keffals thing, they don't want to face the fact that maybe there was some misdeeds and there was fucking fraudulent shit. So they kind of just tell themselves, oh, this is just another transphobic hit piece, which Keffals takes advantage of by saying, look at this thumbnail, it's really bad, you know?
Yeah, and I think the people who are doing this, saying like, dude, this thumbnail is like, I have people writing me and they're like, that thumbnail looks like a man. It has the facial structure of a man. And I'm like, dude, that looks just like Keffals with sweat. It's a picture of Keffals with fucking sweat. You are self-reporting, sir, ma'am, sir, okay? The fucking picture isn't any different than how fucking Just a Worm draws cis women. It's total fucking slander on the artist. That guy's got his account privated right now, bro. Like, if you're looking at that going, well, this image looks like a man, it's like, that says more about you than it does about me, right? Like, I don't understand this whole weird narrative angle. I think these people look at Keffals scamming tons of donators, running the DIY HRT thing. They won't even deny this, by the way. I think this is support of that, without having to like accurately come out and say you're supporting all of that stuff.
Yeah, that is another angle I've seen, which is you've got some trans people that are swearing by DIY HRT. And
all these people were totally cool retweeting Keffals saying, I'm going to trans your kids. But now all of a sudden it's, oh, this thumbnail is bad. It's a little interesting, you know? It's a little, I guess you can't say the quiet part out loud anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I think that there is, you know, this all fucking gender shit, okay? Which basically people have got this survivorship bias where they think I'm trans, this would have benefited me, therefore it could benefit anyone, therefore I'm going to support it. But it's clear based on the, what is it, femboy maths person, that that's not true. And there are people that are potentially getting fucking hurt by this, right? You know, what
I think if you're a trans viewer, you should be bumping Kendrick Lamar while you're watching this. Like, they not like us. You see, like, Keffals, Vosh, Tips, do they not like us? They not like us. Because, like, all these people are like, holy shit, there's this huge trans panic. Everyone thinks that we're fucking pedophiles. Meanwhile, you got Keffals going out and doing shit like this. This is why people are saying that stuff about you. Avoid these people. Avoid people like Keffals who are like, yeah, dude, I love getting fucking children HRT. Probably, like, avoid that. And then maybe you can rebuild your community a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I
mean, do you want to hang out with the lolicon man? like I don't know. Like, who do you want representing you?
Well, I mean, I think they kind of made their choice with Vosh somewhat, right? Like, I don't think he's even seen a drop in viewership since his controversy.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, yeah, you know what, dude? After the lolicon controversy for Vosh, they put this guy. Did you see what is that group called? Brianna Wu was in it, and she got unceremoniously thrown out.
Oh, is it what, the trans group chat thing?
No, not a trans group chat.
Progressive Victory. Yes.
Dude, Progressive Victory was looking for their newest W, and they sent Lolicon Vosh in to like work with a congressman. And I'm hearing privately, I don't know for a matter of fact if this part's true, people are asking like if this guy knows that Vosh just had this huge, massive controversy, and they're like, oh, that's all online shit. He doesn't need to know about that. I think we'll be fine. Like, what a fucking idiot. You're called Progressive Victory, and you sent Lolicon Vosh in there to go fucking get this guy elected. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, and they're doing like IRL canvassing efforts like a month after his drama.
Because I actually saw there was a video from Progressive Victory, and it had Vosh in it. It was just like
all these people are like, dude, conservatives are calling us pedophiles. Conservatives are calling us pedophiles, and then they go and do shit like this. Like, no, you are also contributing to this narrative. You need to stop.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, you know, speaking from personal experience, I don't seem to be on the ball with that stuff. Obviously, there's that stream that they had of me saying crazy racist stuff when I was drunk as a joke, obviously. And, you know, it was up for ages on their channel, and no one thought to take it down. Like, hang on a sec, this is a bit much, isn't it?
No, all British of these people are idiots. They're totally brain dead.
Yeah, they just don't know what they're fucking doing.
They should call it progressive sabotage.
Yes, true. But yeah, I mean, I think it's been taken down now. I'm not.
Yeah, and Keffals takes this shit personally when they say like you're a bad advocate for trans people or something. It makes it like a meme, but realistically, I can't think of a worse one. Yeah, like this person literally fucking took your money. They took your job, bro. I don't get it. Dude, seeing the itinerary, that was one thing I'd known for a while, and it makes so much sense. So this is what happened, right? This is the fucking actual catalog of events that happened. I'll take you through it. All right. Keffals gets fucking swatted. Okay. Then Keffals comes out and fucking says, I'm in danger. Okay. The police now know my whole predicament, and the only place that I could be safe is Ireland, because there is no doxing in Ireland. Okay. There is no doxing in Bossing Say. Even though the police in my neighborhood know that I've just been swatted and know that they just put out this fucking false thing about me. Okay. I need to go to Ireland because Ireland is a safe haven from doxing. Kiwi Farms doesn't operate in Ireland. Okay. So she flies across the fucking country. Right. And she's still maintaining, like, I'm in danger, while is posting pictures of where she is. There's, like, the tweet that went out that was like, oh, Ireland is huge. They'll never find me. Meanwhile, she's staying with someone who's already been doxxed. Address is already out there, right? Then she spends the I'm in danger money to buy an IRL streaming setup to go to a place where a bomb threat was called in. Okay. And saying like, I need to stream from this place that Kiwi Farms is actively targeting with the money that I raised because I'm currently in danger. Then after all of this, she realized, holy shit, none of this makes any fucking sense. Guys, I left because my partner beat the fuck out of me and I stole all the money and I used it to get out of the country. And I told you it was because of a swatting when I actually wasn't in danger. What I was actually trying to do was provoke Kiwi Farms so I can get the website shut down that didn't dox me because that was Doxbin.
Also, saying that on a stream called I Was Raped.
And it's xanderhal's fault. Do you remember that, bro?
Yeah.
She opened up, she's like, I need to talk about my graphic sexual assault with tits in the thumbnail because xanderhal retweeted someone on Twitter. You knew what the fuck you were doing. That was the hardest intro I've ever talked about. I need to graphically relive my rape, beep boop, because xanderhal has retweeted my ex, beep boop. That's why I took your money. Like, holy shit, dude. This person is demonic. They lied the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so odd because they completely flipped their story, and like because them getting doxxed by Kiwi Farms to the point that to leave the country was a big pillar that what the whole campaign was built on, and then that was taken away, and it was my ex-partner who's been abusive, and nothing seemed to change from that camp. They didn't go, hang on a minute, that seems a bit fucking wrong that you've lied about that. It was just kind of accepted as a new narrative, and Keffals got, I believe at the time in the stream, loads of support. Oh my god, that's so bad, I'm so sorry for you, you know? Right? Crazy.
Yeah, the woke tweet is that Kiwi Farms didn't do the things Keffals accused them of. The base tweet is that Kiwi Farms didn't make trans people kill themselves either, and that Keffals stands on dead trans people to try to grift her argument because she has no actual basis in reality to argue from. So she invokes people like the Terryberry person who actually were not killed by Kiwi Farms to try to gain sympathy. Yeah. That's the next stage of this. Yeah.
Maybe it's just because my audience has shifted to a bunch of racists, bigots, and doxers. But I feel like the Kiwi Farm stuff now, I no longer really care. I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking use Kiwi Farms. Like, no one seems to be like, no, you can't use that website. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's just changed a bit. And I think there's a bit more, in some ways, the drop Kiwi Farm stuff, I think has led some people, like me included, to recognizing it's not nearly as bad as people make out, you know? It's kind of brought more exposure.
As someone whose address is on the site, I mean, there are certainly negatives. But no, I mean, yeah, I think a lot of it's overblown. I actually responded to a Kiwi farmer today on my main Twitter. Okay. Oh, you read the tweet? Yeah, because the person on there was like, leak everything now. And I go, like, I gave you most of the Keffals stuff through Mutahar or just through my main Twitter. But the tipster stuff, I want to give it a couple days to sit. You know,
I've seen this before. They love it when stuff just gets leaked and then it's all accessible to everyone.
No, because I genuinely think if you leak it all in one day, you don't really get the actual effects of it. Like Tipster's having the worst day of his life for the last 2 days. What is me adding more nuclear shit to the pile gonna do to that now? I need to wait until Tipster thinks things are good and then hit him again. That's how you effectively damage people.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think, there's a balance there, and it's like if you get something, you want to have a bit of control. It's like if a not to call ourselves newspapers, but if a press outlet gets some information like the cabal thing or whatever, they'll do it over a few days, won't they? They'll just be like, okay, here's your new, and for you, here's your new tip tent for the day. Boom, there we go.
Well, because also he only found out Cherry was the leaker this morning, like not yesterday afternoon. Well, maybe it was maybe the night, right? But anyways, they wiped Tipster wiped all the DMs with Cherry from redact.dev very recently. So now I think he knows what I have. Okay, that's wonderful. How do I so now it's a little mind games, a little fun mind games.
2 questions. One.
I've actually got just a couple of questions here.
Sure.
The first one, well, I'll do it the other round. So this one here. Why do you think the Keffals went after the farms and not website zero?
Well, I asked her this twice publicly, and my response to that is like, I think that all of these people have like the difference between me and Keffals and our things on Kiwi Farms is Keffals has a whole thread. And it dialogues her porn history, right? It goes through like all these other things, like her Canadian Communist Party stuff. There's stuff that she probably doesn't want to be publicly accessible. Whereas for me, it's like, this guy's really fat. and this is where he lives, right? Like, I have no problem with the site existing because I don't have the sordid history of shit that Keffals has, that Keffals probably doesn't want people to see. I think that a huge percentage of people who are super anti-Kiwi Farms are anti-Kiwi Farms for doxing, but I think of a content creator perspective this is like the archive of stuff that I don't know a moderator that I could get taken down. I could get a YouTube video taken down. I can report that for harassment. I can't get this fucking archive of everything I've said and done removed off of the internet. And that's kind of my wake up take on Kiwi Farms, is that a lot of these people who really don't like the site probably have done really heinous fucking things in the past, and this is the last avenue to host that information one Google search away, that you can't get taken down.
Okay, yeah, sure. And the other question is, who do you think would be a better political candidate, Vaush or Mr. Girl?
It's still got to be Vosh. I don't think. Okay. I think both of them are I think both of them are deaf. I don't think either of those will. I honestly, if I was rooting for any individual person, I would want either of those people to run against them. Yeah.
And the other question, which I guess is before we move on to the next thing that this person asked, anything else? Any other comments? Any other tidbits? Or in fact, any teasers for the tip tent that's about to happen from you?
The tease I gave last night is Tipster had an interesting dream last night. And and that's not the bad one, Tipster. So if you think that's the bad one, that's not the bad one. That's the one that's the one that you're gonna be able to brush away, but everyone's gonna laugh at you for a real long time about.
Okay, cool. Anyway, listen, obviously, feel free to send me anything you got. I won't share it. I'll just have a little laugh at it privately. As we know, I'm very reliable.
Sure. Yeah, I'll send you the 2 screenshots.
Okay, cool.
Send you the 2 screenshots now.
So the other thing that someone asked about is, did you see, I mean, it's getting a bit swallowed by the news cycle. Did you see that Mama Max has posted on his Patreon?
Yeah, it just sounds like he's regurgitating the same stuff he said before. He's gonna wait till something happens with who the fuck? Camden Gerard Davis, whether it is advantageous to him right now or not to talk about it. I don't think so. And then he'll come out with that. And then he'll release a documentary on all of us saying that we're all like horrible, degenerate human beings for sheltering the story. But the reality of that situation is that he's not going to be able to make that first one well. So that second one's never going to come out. Like, that's his plan. His plan is redeem himself with Spencer and the pedo allegations, and then he's going to put a documentary out on us, and we won't get that far. It'll be over before that. So that's how that's going to play out. Based off of all of my previous dramas, that is how this is going to play out. I think I've sent you these before, but I don't know. So I'm scrolling through our DMs to try to tag you in them now. Oh God, I keep scrolling and I keep seeing funny shit. Like what is it? Like the fucking Tipster milk tweet. Let me drink it, dude. Let me drink it.
Oh my God, dude. Listen, look, at the end of the day, all I'll say is this. As you know, I've definitely come round on the tip tent stuff because it is so funny, okay? But here's the thing, right? I was watching a stream yesterday, which is ostensibly about Keffals. I appreciate he's probably going to come at some point. I watched for like a minute of you talking about DMs, and then you mentioned Tipster. Like, bro, what the fuck, dude?
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, clearly you can't get who lives rent-free in whose mind, I guess is the question I'm asking.
Oh, dude. Well, come on, bro. Everyone has their favorite lol cow.
Okay.
I told Tipster I'm going to A-log him to the end of the earth. That was the first thing I said on my stream is I'm not going anywhere. I will A-log you until the end of the earth. And I have kept my promise,
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it is obviously funny too. And the idea that he's like, don't you feel any empathy for the big guy? Fucking hell, okay.
None. I have no empathy. I'm a hollow person. Did you see the picture that I posted yesterday of Lollyman? The depiction of Lollyman?
Yes, I did. I did show that on stream as part.
Did you know that the text on the chest was Japanese characters for Lolicon?
My chat.
It's like Omni-Man, but
okay. My chat informed me that was the case, and I thought it was very funny.
Okay, I think this is the other. Yeah, this is the other one. So, screenshot 1 is the one I teased, and you'll understand that instantly why I use that teaser. And screenshot 2 is the one I've recently just gotten permission to release that was not on the table until today. So you can't put these out, but these are them. That's screenshot 1, which I think a lot of people are going to be very happy to read. And then this is screenshot 2.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
I think a lot of people are going to be really happy when they see these.
I'm not going to leak it. You guys were just berating me for being leaky logic, and now you're telling me leak. No, stop. Enough, for fuck's sake. Listen, let Nicholas have his moment, okay? Nicholas is, pulling the strings, okay?
So that's why he redacted dubs last night.
Okay.
So, dude, chat's doing it again. They're like, "Show me now!" No,
right?
You can't, dude.
Do you see what I mean? These guys are like hungry for it.
Dude, their little asses were begging for it.
Exactly. This is what I got to deal with. When I mention something, people are desperate for me to say it. Oh,
do you think it's kind of huge now that someone's finally made a mainstream video on Keffals? Like it's happened. We've been talking about this for a long time. I talked to Turkey Tom about it. He says like Keffals hasn't gotten any bigger, so it doesn't really make sense to bring this up. You have to do it right, and people are obviously pushing back on it. Do you think this is the right move?
Well, I'm just getting information here now. The dam is breaking, and about an hour ago, someone called Staroxphere, who is like a trans Twitter account with a bunch of followers, has done a thread shitting on Keffals. And I think they're. I mean,
you kind of have to, right? A huge portion of the trans audience spends their time donating to GoFundmes for people, right? Like that's a huge aspect of being trans on social media, is that these people need surgeries, these people need like housing, they're being chased out of their house by like abusive people, partners, and all that shit, right? So like you have to like have some sort of trust in GoFundMes. If you take advantage of that trust, people won't give anyone else money.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we on this channel have spoken about it before. I'm having facial feminization surgery. I'm having bottom surgery. I'm having this surgery. I'm getting kicked out. Give me money. Gimme, 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 gimme. Very common theme that you see is the GoFundMe trans industrial complex, I think is what I think of it as.
Yeah.
And I think, this is very shaking the trust of that. And some of these trans people, wow, I mean, I think they should get a fucking job. But some of them in their mind rely on this.
Can't get a job. They're autistic.
Wow. I mean, but anyway, yeah, I think this is going to have an impact. And I think that Keffals is probably going to try and ignore it, which honestly is the best bet. I mean, I don't really care what. I mean, Keffals is a fucking fraudster as far as I'm concerned. So fuck that person. But like, I think that they're going to try and hide from it. But I think more people are going to start to see it. And I don't think it's going to be strong enough to just say it's transphobic. And I think already people are questioning, why is everything always fucking transphobic? Oh, Mutahar's transphobic. Oh, now this Starvoxia person, are they transphobic? Like, they're trans. So no, I don't think they are. And I think, we're going to see a lot of people really start to come around.
One thing that really fucking bothers me in particular, and I don't like usually telling people what bothers me because then like people use it, but this is one that you'd have to be a friend to like use, to like abuse, is when people like Tipster, and I think I recently had a situation like this with Dead on Dave, right? Where they'll go after a friend and that, like, damn well Bo Blacks is not transphobic, right? And then Keffals' new friend starts calling Bo Blacks transphobic, and he's like, I'd like to think that he's not. It's like, bitch, you knew me for 5 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I don't know if he's transphobic. I don't know if he has those thoughts inside his mind. I can't look and see inside of him. Like, dude, you've been sucking our dicks for like 5 fucking years, agreeing with every single thing that we say. You haven't learned a single thing about us, really? I think it was like Dave did that stream where he's like, well, I don't know if Nick has a racist, like if Nick's racist or something. I can't tell. I can't look inside him and know if he's actually racist. It's like, okay, you're obviously just pandering to whoever you're talking to right now. I have no respect for you and you suck.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I just honestly, I think we've had like a kind of good drama a month really. And I feel like this is May's drama now, is the Keffals downfall.
I'm really happy about that because I think the Keffals Tipster drama was probably my best month this year so far. So I'm happy to see it round 2. And I was teasing it back then, dude. I said April is coming. I was a little bit late, but I was like, come on, Keffals, April's coming. I knew this was happening.
Yeah, what's your plan then? What's your content release schedule for this tipster nonsense? What's going on?
I'm not going to say much
Okay.
because I haven't really been hitting goals, and I also don't want to give other people ideas. But I plan to release these 2 screenshots in some way, shape, or form. That'll be pretty funny. And that's kind of the goal there. You know what's really cool? And I found out that I can use this in a project, is Kendrick Lamar made his Not Like Us diss track free for copyright.
Wow,
Right?
that's crazy.
Like you can just use that in videos. I was testing it the last few days. I've been playing a little bit of it on stream each time. But like that means you can make a lot of memes with like A minor and stuff like that. So like I've been really implementing that into future projects. So
that's gonna be good, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Listen, mate. Listen, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad we managed to get a little bit of fun behind the scenes stuff between us revealed. That was fun.
Yeah. It's always fun to hear about how disjointed and retarded we are when they think we're so cold and calculated. That like people leaked the DMs where it was like the rape council of lyrics or whatever. We're like like the fake DMs of us chatting, and then the real DMs are like, "Dude, you gotta see these. Don't leak them." And you're like, "I'm gonna leak them." Like, no.
Yeah, it's not really very accurate, is it? I think some people took that seriously. They thought that were genuine. Those were genuine leaks.
Dude, you know that they're fake when it says, "Dude, Mr. Sen is messaging me." Bitch, that guy can't get in contact with me.
Well, I think Mr. Sen was one of the people that it looked like he thought it was real, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, mate. Well, listen, thanks for coming on. Is there anything else you want to say to the audience before we wrap this up?
No, I don't have any funny names, but thank you for having me. It was fun being here.
Catch you later, mate. Bye-bye. Dude, I am I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm loving this. This is great. This is great. Hopefully it's not going to be hopefully it's not going to be my turn anytime soon. I'm going to get Giga cancelled for something.